Hi, good morning everyone. It's my 5th day, is it? Yes, this is my 5th day. Alright, I will check if the phone is working. Alright, it's working. So today is Sunday here in Malaysia, and in a few minutes I will go to church. So that's why you see me, I put a little bit of makeup today, just to make sure that I'm not look so pale going to the church. And yes, this is very simple. So I'm thinking before I go to church, I have to make the video, the 15-minute video every day, no matter what. Alright, so yesterday video I told you about what is paradigm. So have you remembered it? Did you watch my yesterday video? I think I haven't uploaded, but yes, I'm going to upload it today, and I will make my video today. Alright, so what is paradigm? Paradigm is a mental program. I think that is the only thing that I remember now. Mental program. So there is a program in my mental. There is a program in my mind. So paradigm is a mental program. So what paradigm do? Why we bother so much about paradigm? What is it doing? So paradigm, it controls our behavior, our habitual behavior. So whatever we do in our life, actually the habit that we do every day, when we wake up and then suddenly we just do something, and it's like we do it automatically. Like we wake up and then we go brush our teeth, and then we drink water or drink something that you want, or you go outside and looking at the plants, or you just do the meditation, or you do your journal. It's all habitual. It's become habit. Once you wake up, you do this. You wake up, you do this. So it's all programmed in our mind. So that is paradigm. Paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior, and most of our behavior is habitual. That means almost all of our behavior is habitual. I tell you, my habit is I'm not really apply makeup when I'm at home. I'm just applying the basic, like a moisturizer, just to make sure that my face keep moisture, and then put some cream, and that's it. But if I want to go outside of the house, like go to town or like go to church, I don't want to go out look pale. No, I will not. I will just put a little bit of makeup, just like some lipstick, like that. So it's like become a habit for me. If I want to go out, I will put makeup. But if I want to stay home, I will choose. If I feel like I want to put makeup, I will put. If I don't feel like, then there's none. Okay, so it's habitual. So that is a paradigm. I'm sorry, I think I should maybe I will buy new phone holder already. Alright, so that is a paradigm. So what is the causes of paradigm? I already told you. So yesterday, the causes of the paradigm is mostly environment. Okay, what people say about us, what our parents, the people surround us, what they are saying, actually we absorb into ourselves, or the newspaper, TV, radio, or how our environment going. It's all actually, if we observe it, actually it's forming the paradigm within us. It's programming us, and it's happen from when we were born into this world, and then until now. So unless we change our paradigm, we will keep having the same result over and over and over and over again, because we keep thinking at the same level of paradigm. Like I said yesterday, if my level of thinking is here and my goal is here, what can I do is I have to shift my paradigm. I have to shift my paradigm. I have to be here so that I can reach my goal. Alright, so today's video is how we can change our paradigm, and this have been taught in Paradigm Shift by Bob Proctor and Gallagher. And there are two ways that we can change our paradigm. Number one is through repetition, and number two is through emotional impact. Alright, repetition is we do it so many times it's very illogical to, you know, read the same book over and over and over again. It's very illogical to listen to the same video over and over and over again. It's very illogical to do the affirmation over and over and over again. But that's one way how we can change our paradigm, because the paradigm is located in our subconscious mind. And whenever what we thought, our subconscious mind, even though it is a lie, okay, even though it is just a lie at first, if we keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again, and we keep listening to it over and over and over and over again, we read the same thing over and over and over and over again, you know what, slowly the paradigm will catch it, and it will assume, not only assume, it will just get it, that is the reality. All right, the paradigm will say, the subconscious mind will say, that is the reality. What I read is the reality. What I see is the reality. What I heard is the reality. What I feel is the reality. So that's why we have to be involved emotionally when we do the affirmation. We have to be involved emotionally when we read the books that, you know, we really the books that saying what we want to do. For me, for example, now I'm really into the books of Think and Grow Rich, because that is the book that changed by Proctor. So I said there must be something in this book, so I have to study it too, because, you know, success always leaves clue, and that is the clue number one. He keep repeating it, he keeps saying it over and over again. I study this book from 21st October 1961. Someone gave me this book, and from that day I keep reading the same book over and over again. He always said that. I think, oh my god. So I was said, there must be something in this book. So I go to that book over and over again, and just this morning I go back to the chapter 2, which is desire. And why do I go back to that? Because yesterday, the day before yesterday, I read decisions. After that, I said I should read decision again. But when I do my 5 minutes silent time, my instinct told me, go to persistence today. So I go to persistence topic, chapter. So in the persistent chapter, it telling that, it asking you, it checking, did you do the number 2, what it instructed in chapter 2, which is desire, because there is 6 steps over there that what we must do if we want to you know, turn our desire into money equivalent. So I told you I haven't done that, and when I reevaluate why I haven't done that, it is because I haven't made the definite decision of my life, what I'm gonna do, because there are lots, but when I start to read it, I haven't made the decision. I bought the book on 7th, before 7th November 2019, but I get the book because I buy it online on 7th November 2019 last year, and then I reading from that day. But I said I will just make this exercise after I finish the book, and until now I haven't finished the book, and I'm already like, you know, something is inside me. Maybe you haven't do the decision. Maybe you skip the number 2, right? You skip the chapter 2, right? You read but you didn't do, right? You know, something is like going inside you, and you feel so guilty, and you feel like whatever you eat is not so delicious because there's something that not settled within you, right? So this morning I go directly to chapter 2, desire, and then I go to the 6 steps, and I just write what I truly want, because I did say on 14 March I should be on PGI. I should enroll myself on PGI consultation program, which is the thinking into result. And then in my book today, I go a little bit beyond that, which is, what will I do after I get the TIR? What will I do with it? How much money that I want? When is the date that I need to achieve that things, that money? And when I go into that, and I just made it. I just make it. Okay, I just want 1.5 millions on 21st May 2020. How are you gonna do it? But how are you gonna do that? Through what service you can render to the person? And I said, well, through facilitating the program of thinking into result. So that means I was evaluating why I have two goals, why I have two goals, the 14 March goal and then the 21st May goal. So when I look into it, it doesn't countering at all. Okay, it's not opposite. It's after I get this one, I will go to this one. So for me, these two things that I wanna have in my life, I truly desire right now, it's enough for me right now. Okay, and then when I already achieve that, I will move to another level. Right, I will move to another level. So I will keep repeating the same affirmation from now on, which is, there's two affirmation that I will have. The number one is, I am so happy and grateful now that today, 14 March 2020, I enroll myself successfully in Proctor Gallagher Institute consultation program. Okay, and my number two affirmation is, I am so happy and grateful now that I have Ringgit Malaysia 1.5 million in my bank account through my service of facilitating the TIR program into 50 clients online and offline all over the world. That is very big. The number two, I feel like it's so, the C-type goal, it's really stretched me, because how I will gonna achieve that within a short period of time. So it's really a challenge for me, but I need to do the repetition over and over and over and over and over and over again until I get that target. Alright, so that is number one, is through repetition. Either you read the same book over and over again, you can listen to the same audio that really inspire you to do something, and it's telling you what you are going to do. You can listen to it over and over again. You can read the same thing over and over again. You can repeat to yourself. You can say to yourself over and over again whatever you want to achieve in your life, so that your paradigm will change. Your subconscious mind will get it, and it's saying that is the reality. Whatever you're telling, that is the reality, and soup, it will do the magic. It will just attract what we want into our life. So that is number one. And number two is through emotional impact. All right, the example that have been given by Bob and Sandy in the paradigm shift seminar is the September 11 September, or what's that, the one that happened in, okay, what is it 11 September 11, all right? Because I don't really get into this history. Something that bring me down. I mean, I don't really listen into newspaper, because there are lots of things that bad. It brings bad vibes in the newspaper, and I don't really listen to it. And until now, I fixed to that one, because thanks God, I just realized now that I'm not really like listening to news since I think teenager, because I feel like they always sell something that bad news. I don't like it, and I don't really remember, but that is the one that the whole building collapsed, and there are lots of life gone, so it brings emotional impact to the family members that have been affected by that incident. So that is the big emotional impact. But for me, I changed my paradigm also because of the emotional impact. But that's not that big. I mean that it's not that like big incident, but for me it's a personal emotional impact. What I mean by that is I have to accept that the reality that my husband, me and my husband has a far distance relationship when we already have a child, and he lived on 15 November 2016. Now is 2020. From that day that he lived, my second child, my son, is only 2 months, and he has to leave because his contract here, the work contract, is finished, and I'm in a real broke situation. I cannot do anything to make him stay here. He has to come back to his country, and he has to look for a job to support us also, because I have to take care of the 2 kids also. And at that time it's not really going well. He come back there, and after that he went to America because one company promised that he will have a job, and then once he reached there, that position had been taken by someone, and he ended up not having any job at that time. It's happened from the moment he come back. Only a few days he's in his country, and then he go to America, and he stayed there until April 2017. And can you imagine how is the life without support that time? It's really hard. It's really hard for me because my child is only 1 year old and 2 months old. So I'm living with my parents, and I cannot just ask my mom to babysit the baby, because she has her own thing to do. And number 2, I just cannot feel like I cannot afford to go to work. I don't know what kind of work that I really love to do at that time, and I just keep hoping. And I'm working from home that time. I just selling everything that I can sell. I make food so that I can sell some things, and after that every week I can buy pampers and milk for the babies. It's very hard. There is time that I don't sleep for the whole night and day so that I can prepare the food that I can sell to my to people. And when I look at the result, when I do it, it's so far from what I want. And actually, when I look back at this, at that time I realized that the physical labor, just physical labor, no matter how hard we work, the result is still the same. So that is where I start to learn that I don't want to do this kind of job. It's number 1, it's really not fulfilling. Number 2, the result of it, which is the money, it's really not satisfying at all. And the money that I get from it, it's really just enough for me to buy milk and pampers. Milk every 4 days. For 3 to 4 days I will buy new milk, because 2 kids consume the milk. So 3 days finish, 3 days finish, 3 days finish. So in every time, before my husband can support me at that time, I have to make the money from home. So at that moment I literally shrink, become so skinny, not only because of the emotional impact, like I'm like so down with myself. I'm living here with 2 kids. I feel like I'm a burden to my parents, and also I feel so disappointed because there are a lot of women out there also having a baby, but they have a career. So I start to comparing myself to other person out there. And not only because my husband go far, all of these things bring emotional impact to me. Alright, so starting from there, I will start to, what can I do? What can I do to change myself? It's really bring me down. Okay? The emotional impact actually is very, very long. From he left and until last year, which is 2019, I told you in my first video, which is I told you that I cried because I feel like I keep getting the same result. Alright, so that is the thing that caused me to change my paradigm. So I just jump into the paradigm shift 2020. Thanks God I joined it. And yes, in order to change our result, we need to change our paradigm. So that is number 2, the emotional impact. So if you want to change your paradigm, if you feel like you don't have an emotional impact, but you have to want a permanent, better, far better way result in your life, then you can do the repetition. And for me, one emotional impact, but now I use the repetition so that I can always shift my mindset. Alright, so that is my video for today, and I think I talked a lot already. It's 21 minutes. See, I told you 15 minutes is so easy for me. I can talk like a trash for one day. Alright, so I hope you get something from my video today. Alright, no matter how imperfect, unperfect our video is, but this is really, really perfect for me. This is my 5th days, and I have another 25 days challenge that I challenge myself 15 minutes video every day, so that I can build my momentum to always do video for my channel and to learn. Before I can share something with you, I have to learn myself. I have to think back. Okay, what did I learn? I have to think back. Okay, what did I read this morning? So it keep repeating, go into my mind over and over again. Okay, I'm gonna share that, I'm gonna share that, I'm gonna share that, I'm gonna share that, I will share that, I will share what is that, what is this. So at the same time, it changing my paradigm, and also at the same time I remember things better because I always think about it. So that's it for today. I hope you guys always stay with me, and you can share this video if you feel like you want to. There is someone that needs this video, especially mom or your friends that in a very tough situations, and you feel like there is no hope. Okay, I was once in that place. I feel like I lost hope, but thanks God, because I was raised in family with religion, in Christian. So since a kid, I always heard that there is hope. There is hope. There's always a hope in everything. So people that really, really lost hope, they ended up killing themselves, sacrificing themselves. Not sacrificing, actually it's they kill themselves because they cannot see any hope anymore. But I wanted to tell you, in every situation there always hope. There always hope. Alright, you need to see the hope, even though you cannot see it, you cannot feel it. You feel like there is a big wall that hits you, and you feel like your body is already scattered anywhere. It's been broken and damaged. I tell you, there's always hope. That is the first thing that you have to fix in your mind if you want to change. There is hope. Don't kill yourself. Alright, mom, girls, especially girls. Alright, if you feel like in our I will just share with you this. In our culture in Malaysia, if we pregnant before marriage, it's like a very big shame. And most of the women, okay, ended up three. Number 1, they kill themselves. Number 2, they kill the baby. And number 3, if they see the hope, they raise up the baby. Okay, so because of the culture, because there is no I feel like not so many society, not so many people or society give the awareness that there is hope after you make a mistake. You feel like you make the bad mistakes in the world and you're the worst one, you are become the black sheep in the family. You are not alone. I was there before. I was there in that situation. I was in that feeling that I feel like I was black sheep in my family. And you know what? I have to keep strong because I said this is not forever. There is something. Must be a reason why I have got through all of this. Why? And now I can see a little bit of the light. Why I have to go through all of that? Because there are a lot of people that in this situation now, right? Especially women. If you are pregnant and you feel like the society gonna judge you and you are thinking right now to kill yourself or kill the baby, I told you, don't do that. Okay, bring it out, bring up the baby, raise up the baby, and raise up yourself. Number one, you have to raise up yourself. Alright, don't kill yourself, because each and every one of us, there is a giant power, infinite potential within us. And if you don't bring out what is yours, if you don't bring out what is your potential within yourself, the world gonna miss it. Don't go to grave bringing all of that stuff with you. No, the grave doesn't need it. We are the human in this planet. We need you. What is that giant within you? Because each and every one of us had it. Some people just do the manicure. Okay, just do the manicure. Look at this. I need a manicure. Right now I'm not good at manicure. I can do it, but not really good. And some people are in love with it and they're doing the job so tremendous, great. Okay, people say it's just simple thing, but it's so lovable for me. Some people are, just in the gas station, and their job is just filling up the tank, filling up the car tank. And you know what? If that person is happy doing that, he is success. If that person is happy just by doing that, because that is what he wants in his life, he is a success person. Alright, don't judge a success person by the money that he have. There are lots of people that have so many money but live in a misery life in soul. They're so blind, and then that's know what is happy. And sometimes there are people, they have less money but they're so happy doing it. And when we see the situation, we see that we are perfect to each other. We just fit and perfect to each other. You need to find where are you. Okay, the first thing that you're gonna do is don't lose your hope. Alright, if there is no one out there that you feel like cannot, no one will understand you, I told you, I am here. I understand you, girls, women. I understand you. I've been there, and I am here right now in a very high hope. And I want you to know you are not alone. If there is no one that want to hold your hand, I hold your hand right now and saying to you, please, there is hope. Every time there is hope. No matter how hard your situation is, you feel like you are alone, everybody leaves you, everyone judging you, and you want to kill yourself, don't do that. I am here. If you do that after you listening to my talk today, see, all my saliva also come out because I'm so in love with what am I doing. If you go out and do that, I told you, I will be so sad, because I want to empower women also like I'm empowered myself. So please, if you have someone that needs to hear what am I saying right now, please share this video with them. share this video with them. We interact each other either in the comment, either in the Instagram, and someday there's nothing impossible in this world anymore. We can meet each other, and I will say to you, I'm so happy to meet you, and you will say back to me, you know what, when I see your video, it gives me a light, a little bit of light in my life. You know, I'm so dark, and it just give me a little bit of shine, of light, and it makes me bring up my head again, and look into every possibilities that I can. That is what I want to hear from you, and I know it can happen anytime, and I always want to meet you wherever you are, and this is the love from me. So have a good day. Bye.